Carty Method podcast.
Well, hello and welcome to another episode of the Carte Method podcast. I help struggling photographers just like you go from making $0 per month with your camera to making a full-time living by using a proven framework. And this same framework is the same framework that I've been using to train my assistants to go on to pro photographers. And now it's the Carty Method. If you don't know me, by the way, I'm Steve Carty. I look like this. And you can find me on all the socials down here with that same name. I've been a professional photographer for 35 years. And starting in, say, mid-April, it's going to be 36 years, which is crazy. And I've been helping people become pros since around 95. So that's like 30 years. I'm known for shooting photographs of people like Kanye West to Colin Firth, Sandra Oh to Daft Punk. And I've been a working commercial full-time photographer the whole time. I also now direct videos. I've been doing this the whole time. YouTube is not what I do full time. This is what I do as a courtesy to you. And if you found me today is Portfolio Lab. Every Thursday, my Portfolio Lab members receive a brief about what I need them to shoot for an upcoming show. And that brief becomes their assignment. It's pro level, and it also forces them to shoot to art direction. It forces them to shoot to layout. It forces them to think not like a photographer, but I force them to think like creative problem solvers. And from then, they go out, they make photos, and then they submit for review. And by the way, if this is something that you're interested in, you can join by going to thecartymethod.com/portfolio lab, or you can simply just shoot that QR code if you're watching on your TV. And smart people watch this show on a TV, on a big screen. That's the way, truly, that's the way to take this in. And by the way, for the first time ever, I am streaming live this way, meaning horizontally, the way that I always stream. But you might find me in the shorts feed because for the first time ever, I am also live streaming vertically in the shorts feed simultaneously. Don't ask me how. I barely can figure it out on my own. But guess what else? Because I'm doing something new and because it's coming up to the end of the month, it's time for me to give away some memberships. So before the end of the show, I'm going to give away 5 free channel memberships. They last for a month. My gift to you for being here and finding me. But what I'm going to ask you to do is to, once that membership ends, is that you keep it going. Pay the $5, throw the $5 down and get access to all this extra content. So this is what you need to know about today. This week's assignment is so sick. I asked you to shoot a double page spread. That is 2 pages in a magazine. By the way, magazines aren't like this. They're only like this when you're looking at the cover, and then you open them and it's 2 pages. It's a left page and a right page. For those smart photographers who want full retail on double page, they learn how to shoot to a layout that works across 2 pages where text still can fit. So this is part of what I do, is I help you learn how to shoot a cover. I help you shoot a double page spread. I teach you how to shoot editorially because magazines are not dead. Print is not dead. Print is alive and well. Print is advertising. Print is billboards. Print is anywhere out there when you're moving in the world and you see photography. That is the highest frequency of photography and what gets you paid the most. I've had billboards. I've had literally ads in Times Square. I've had my work in Times Square. I've had my work in Dundas Square here in Toronto. Like, seeing your work like that, like in a huge projection, like it's just like you've made the big time. I've had my work like 6 stories high in the Eaton Center, the Great Canadian Baking Show. So this is what I'm trying to help you do, is to break through into the advertising world and breaking through into the commercial photography world. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited today. Let's start with our first photographer. His name is Mike Howell. Mike is shooting with a Nikon D800. He shot this at f16 at a 60th of a second ISO 100. He's using 2 Profoto strobes with a bounce card. This is Mike pushing into the realm of product photography. Let's look at what Mr. Mike Howell has for us. Mike, let's go, Mike. Mike, right off the top, I'm cutting. Mike, let's fucking go. Right off the top, Mike, I'm saying yes. Now, I'm really going to look at this picture and really break down the things that I see. But what I see off the bat is like you having a bit of understanding of light, and you're starting to get it. There's some mistakes. There's a mistake over here where, again, it's like this is either the edge of your plexi, but I see the edge of your plexi down here. So this is not getting the amount of light that's getting. So your light is kind of transitioning up here. Like, again, it's perfect on this side. It's just, this is what you need to figure out a way to hit this or clean this up so this blends into here. But Mike, overall, my guy, right off the top of the head, I'm saying that this is a yes. And I haven't even showed you the double page spread or showed you what this looks like as a double. This is what it looks like as a double. And by the way, a secret time, when you hold your camera horizontally, it is 2 pages in a magazine exactly. Like 2 pages in a magazine exactly, with no cropping. So it's really important for you to know that when you're shooting this way, that the gutter actually falls directly down the center of the magazine. Like, that's the gutter. So this is what we're like, I'm way off there. The gutter. Oops. Let's go back to my picture. I'm a little off with my gutter versus what the actual lane is. Let me clean that. But it's exactly here. This is your gutter, and this is what we're trying to make sure that we have nothing important within that space. And Mike, you nailed that. But now that this is up, what we can see is, what I am seeing is like the angle of this can and how that can feels like it's leaning that way. And when you look over here, same, you can feel that because you're doing like, you're trying to lead it that way instead of leading it straight across. What's happening is you're getting a lean. You're getting the leaning tower of Red Bull. This one is super tight and super straight, but they're also lined up differently. And I don't know if you shot these together or if you shot these separately and comped them. It doesn't matter either way. But what does matter is the straightness. For me, this page is stronger for sure. But I love the color tones on these, and I just want you to watch and figure out a way to get this straight. This is a yes for me though, Mike. As far as your first swings, like really, really good as far as your first swings. This is very good. I'm proud of you. That is Mr. Mike Howell. Very well done. Very well done. Let me just fix this here quickly. because it bothers me when my camera's not animated. So let's just do that. All right. Oh, sorry, Mike. One thing that I noticed right away that I forgot to talk about in your review is just the state of the can. The state of this can, it's got scratches here, which you can fix in post. It's got dent here and a big dent here and a little dent here. This is good practice for you to clean up in post, but it's a lot faster for you to be pulling really perfect cans. Scratch here. So this is what, and again, you see now that I'm using the edge of the frame that I can see that this edge isn't quite as strong and lined up as I thought it was. You can see it's a little bit off there, right? So this is the small stuff, but these details down here, little dents in the can, little color flaw in the can, dents in the can here, like that stuff takes away from our goodness. So make sure that you're going in and either doing post or make sure that you're picking perfect cans, because either you're going to be spending a lot of time in post or you're just going to be missing the mark because of these like small mistakes. So it's your first swing. I'm still giving you all the love. I'm still giving you an 11, but that is one thing that I noticed. Make sure that you notice that stuff as well. But a very good swing for Mike, who's transitioning into a product photographer. This is Allison Diller. Allison shoots with a Sony A7R3, shot with an 85 millimeter. She shot at f16. This is a 1/25 of a second ISO 100, shot with a key light plus a backlight. This is Allison Diller. Allison, let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Allison. Oh. This gives me joy, girl. You don't know. This gives me joy. This makes me so happy because I know how hard you push. I know how hard you've been pushing. But Allie, you broke on through to the other side with this Milwaukee magnetic screwdriver floating. Like, Allie, this is incredible. Let's look at this as a double. Beautiful placement. Like, this is just a yes, girl. Like, all day. Yes, 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 yes. Taylor, tell them. Tell them, Taylor. Tell them. Yes, right? Yes? Yes, yes? Are you feeling it? Like, I'm feeling this. Calligraphy, what you can do for me is go check my vertical live feed and maybe I have a vertical live feed and a horizontal live feed going on. Maybe check to see what it looks like. Not everything is rolling over. Now that I see how easy it is to make this work, I'm going to be doing this way more often. So go have a look and see if the chats are integrated. Mr. Allison, this is so good. So good. I could spend all day on how good it is. So I want you to watch. You can see even at the crazy f16 that you're still getting a little bit of softness in here. Like even with the insane f16, you're still getting a little bit of bokeh in here. Like a little bit of soft and like depth of fieldy. I mean, this is the main focus and should be the main focus, which is this driver head. And it's tack, tackety, tack sharp. Like, just look at how good that looks. Like, just that against white floating in the sky. Like, just look at how good that looks, Allie. So you like literally, there's nothing else to say except for you broke on through this week. Look at what that looks like and how you could work that into a double page and hide the ground altogether. Like, come on, Allie, you murdered this. This is so good. Like this, like multiple ways that you can utilize this. Like, look at that with the all white. Oh my God, Ali, very, 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 very. I think that's 10 varies. Very proud of you. You did excellent. Excellent. This is excellent work. Has nothing to do with vanity, has nothing to do with selfies, has nothing to do with and everything to do with serving. Everything to do with serving your clients and making your clients work the star. Such good vibes. Very well done, Allison. All right. Good vibes alert. We are on to Francis Jeffrey. Francis, he said he shot this with his new strobe, and he ordered an 85 prime, hasn't come yet. Shooting this with a R6 Mark II. This currently shot with a 24 to 105. This lens is an issue, so he's now just waiting for this 85 to come. Shot at a second, a full second at f11 with ISO 200. And this, if you're shooting with strobe, you shouldn't be shooting at 1 second unless it looks like this. This is Francis Jeffrey. Francis. This guy is you're starting to put some stuff together here, Francis. Let's look to see what this looks like as a double page, okay? So you see where the gutter is, and you see how you're off, like you're not centered. Like when we look at this, you can see that this isn't centered. You can see that it's going to be off. So that I need you to notice that this is off. And also, I want you to notice the spacing on this side, and then how tight the spacing is on this side. And also how this is pushing this over. Like we can see this without an overlay. But also, this overlay is inside Community, and you have access to this overlay, and you can put this overlay inside Lightroom or Capture One or any software that you're using and see that this is off. So it's a good swing. You're going to get better with lighting. I like the highlight on the front of the can. This is really nice. This is a nice highlight here on the front of the can. The can looks great. The glass looks a little muddy. The light's coming in from this source, but it's not getting enough exposure over here because this is your background. Here's one can. Here's this, and the light's coming in from here. So because of that, it's hitting this and giving this more exposure than it is over here. So essentially, you have to shoot it so they're on the same plane. So you have to move this up. You have to move this up so it's getting as much light as this is. Because right now it's not. But the thing that's most important is that you missed the double page. That was the assignment, is shoot a double page spread. But you shot this and you shot it too tight. And it's limited the fact that now it's also too close to the center of the gap. So this is a miss, Jeffrey, but it's a win with the light and you're getting it with the exposure, but you need practice. You need to keep going on this. You can't stop. You need to be shooting and shooting and shooting and shooting and shooting until you lock in where the center of your frame is. Like you're literally composing this on the thirds. And you've been watching me talk about double page spreads for a long time. So I'm hoping that it's starting to register. All right. Let's see who's next. This is Natalie Bennett. Shot this with a Canon 5D Mark IV with a 135 millimeter. Shot at 5.6. ISO 100 at a 200th of a second, shot natural light. This is Natalie Bennett. Natalie, thanks for submitting. So Natalie, it's out of focus. I'm going to say this right away. It's out of focus, which means it's a dud. So there's no other conversation. It's out of focus. Like, it's extremely out of focus. I don't know how to say it any other way. It's out of focus. It's a dud. It's a non sequitur. It's a non-usable photo. End of story. It's out of focus. Yes, it works as a double page. Yes, it's composed beautifully as a double page with this like riser room, like sort of built into your shot. But it doesn't work because it's out of focus, and it's not a little bit out of focus. It's a lot out of focus, which it's like, this is not what sells you as a photographer. You need to nail the focus. And when you're shooting at such a long exposure and likely doing that long exposure handheld, like you shot at a 200th of a second, but not in focus. So again, your settings seem to be okay, but if this is coming out of the camera with those settings, like, you need a tripod, you need a monopod, you need something that's stabilizing your camera, because cameras are heavy, they're top heavy, and if you can't get like, let's see the shutter speed that you're shooting at. You're shooting at a 200th of a second. There's no reason for this to be this soft. There's no reason. At a 200th of a second with this exposure, there's no reason. It should be tack sharp, even without a tripod. So for me, this is a miss because the focus is missing. And if the focus isn't there, we don't sell out of focus photos, and people shouldn't buy them. The world is tack sharp. Our photographs have to be as well. Natalie, good swing, great composition. Like, there's so many things that are working for you in this photo, but focus is one of the things that isn't, and an out of focus picture doesn't get the check mark and move along the chain to where it's being released and shown to the world, because that's just telling the world that you don't know how to focus, which is lowering your value as a photographer, which is never what we're trying to do intentionally. So let's not release that picture. Yeah, that was Natalie Bennett. All right, we are down back to Gregory Smith. Gregory shot this with an R6 Mark II, also with a 24-105. Please, Gregory, take that lens and throw it out your nearest window. I mean, it's an L series lens, yes, blah blah blah, but it's trying to do too much. I've never seen softer photos than photos that I see with the 24-105. It's got too many elements. There's like 32 pieces of glass in there. Like, it's a useless lens. I have a 24, a 50, a 85, a 100 millimeter macro to fit that range. And they're all just ripping lenses. Like, one lens to solve 4 problems, all it does is solve 4 problems badly. You're shooting this at f4 at you're shooting at 85, shooting at f4 at 80th of a second. Here's the next thing. You're shooting with a 105, which means you can't shoot at a shutter speed less than 105. It doesn't matter what the range is. The formula is 1 over the longest focal length is the shutter speed that you have to shoot with when you're using that lens. The longest focal length is 105, which means your shutter speed needs to be 100th of a second, or it needs to be 125 in order to shoot with this lens, because anything else is going to give you camera shake. And because it's the length and width of the lens, it doesn't matter if you're shooting at 85. You'll still get camera shake. Okay? So, like, YouTubers keep telling you that it's the greatest lens ever. I don't know what to tell you, Mike. Listen to them. Like, whatever. Listen to them. How many of them are making over $200,000 a year with photography? All right, let's see what Mr. Gregory Smith is doing. Gregory, thanks for submitting. So, double page, yes. The strobe is helping you with the shutter speed, but the pose, the idea, what she's wearing, where you are, like you're in a field. I see footballers back here. I see a bit like a football field and people playing. And then I also see like literally something growing out of her head. And the pose, Like this, like I'm a little teapot, short and stout kind of business is tacky. Gregory, like, show me this in Vogue. Show me open Vogue and show me this pose. Like, it's hokey. So, like, the photography's getting better, the lighting's getting better, but shooting the same person over and over and over again, which is what you're doing. And then the hokey poses with the flowers, like the flowers and the, like, it just doesn't work. It doesn't work. And the outfit on her, it's over sexualized. And she's kind of like, I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't get it. And I don't know why you're shooting this type of work. And I don't know who's going to pay you to make this type of work. And I say it like over and over and over and over and over again. Like, Mike, I can't tell sarcasm when I'm live. I can't. It's like I also have a brain tumor or had a brain tumor. So sarcasm written doesn't translate at all. So, yeah, I gotta say, like, Gregory, this is, I've said this before, okay? If you're shooting pictures of people because they think they're cute, you're not making any money. You're shooting pictures of people who think they're cute. How much money are you making? And who's going to pay you for this? The only person who's interested in this photo is her and you. There's no commercial value to this photography at all. And if there's no commercial value, that means no one's going to pay you to make it, which means why are you wasting your time making them? Like, this has nothing to do with business. It has nothing to do with bringing value. It's just a girl being a teapot, which I don't get. So as far as the double page, yes, you got the double page, but the content is just like, the content is not it. It's not. And until you get this, Jeffrey, you're going to continue to be a broke photographer. And I talk to you about this and I say, like, bring value. There's no value in this. It's only for her because she thinks she's cute. And it's only for you because it's feeding your ego to be next to shooting this girl. And overall, all it's doing is making photography be the most expensive hobby for you. So again, you need to change your lane. And I've talked about this before. I appreciate you submitting. You need to change your whole mindset about what you're shooting. Like, this is not it. It's not it. Like, the girl who thinks she's fancy, that's not the girl you want in front of your camera. It's the person who's like, I'm a small business owner and I made these products. Shoot that girl, then shoot her products and help her blow up her business. But the girl who's just like, I'm cute, that's my value. Don't bring that to the world. It's slop. Literally, forgettable photography. Forgettable. I've looked at this. I'm going to stop. I'm going to look at another photo. I'm going to forget I ever saw that photo, which is not the kind of impact that you're trying to have with your work. Gregory, you got to try harder, brother. This isn't it. I'm going to remind you again, there's a fucking football field behind, and I see football players here, and there's stuff growing out of her head. Like, I'm going to remind you, you need to take this seriously, bro, because I already am. I'm already making a living at this. If you want to cross over to doing that, you have to listen, because I've said this before. And not just to you, I've said this generally to everybody who makes these kinds of photos. They don't move the needle. They don't make money. Stop shooting people who think they're cute. Stop. Unless they're with Ford or Elite and on the cover of Vogue and in magazines and a legit model, stop shooting girls who think they're cute. Stop it. It's wasting time, and it's like, it's literally, you're just putting out slop. Gregory. All right, I need a break. Learn this about me.
Treat everybody like a superstar, famous people less like a superstar. I treat famous people like real people. I started as a photographer, I would say professionally, when I was 20 My brother's a fine art painter, heavy influence on me, and I couldn't paint, so when I discovered the camera, it was really easy for me to express myself creatively. Everybody's in the business of glorifying celebrities, so capturing them, it's already glorifying them by photographing them. So if I can get them a little bit more understated, I feel like it brings up the real. In 1997, I shot Tom York from Radiohead, most important picture of my career. In 2001, I shot Pharrell Williams for Peace magazine. Again, very important picture. Colin Firth, a week before he won his Oscar, career moving pictures where that picture propels a whole new wave of clients, a whole new wave of people looking at my work. I think pivotal career-changing pictures are more important than favorite pictures, because they're all my favorite. The whole idea is make good stuff and share it and do it every day.
All right, we are back for Mr. Mike Walls. Mike, first shoot with these owners in midday sun. Shot with a Canon R6 Mark II 50mm at 1/25 of a second. Shot this at 5.6. ISO 100. This is Mr. Mike Walls. Mike, let's get it on. Mike, this is a yes, 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 all day. Yes, Mike Walls. Yes, fuck yes. Mike, yes, bro. This is it. This is it. And Mike, I know you're watching. I want to know, when you shot this picture, when you saw this picture, did you feel it in your chest? Did you know, yes, this is what Carty is talking about? Did you feel that? Because, Mike, this hits like a punch in the chest. You got your cropping wrong. I'm not sure why you're not giving me the whole picture. Like, literally, there's like 2 millimeters on either side that's missing. So you're cropping something somewhere, because this is a 3 that way by 2 that way. And I'm not seeing this. The 3 is not a full 3, because I promise you my overlay is correct. And you know, with other photographers, you notice how it looked like this, or it looked like this, or it looked like this, and yours looks like that, which means you're doing something that's cropping a very perfect photo incorrectly. The next thing is the horizon line, meaning this line that's along the top of this frame, this line is crooked. Okay, it's dropping. This line is dropping. And also this line is dropping, meaning I see more up here than I see down here. I see more up here. I mean, I see more down here, sorry, than I do up here. And also, you can see when I bring this down, you can see how crooked that line is. So now we're getting into the, like, this is so good, Mike. But now we're needing to really, like, and you can fix this in post in 3 seconds, because it's also making this shadow line crooked. And we can't see what's going on behind. So if you straighten this, I'd rather, you know, but well shot. You could also see that there's a shot of them together. Sorry, let's do that. Let's do this. Let's do this. You can see there's a shot of them that you could have them up in here together and then shoot that as a vertical. right? Like there's all kinds of photographs here, but I think that you did really well. I'm giving you love, and I'm giving you an 11. This is what I'm going to say, your best yet. This is killer. You should be very, very, I'm going to hide me so you can take it in, everybody at home. That's your best shit ever. Very, 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 very well done, Mr. Mike Walls. Like chef's kiss. That was very done. I just played one. We're going to move it till I just played one 2 seconds ago, calligraphy. This is Lincia Taylor. Like a lion's roar. She is working towards her midwife's license. Lincia. Shot with the Nikon D810 50 millimeter ISO 1000 F. ISO 1000 is too high because you're using a studio light. You're shooting at f7.1 at a 60th of a second with a 50 millimeter and a single Godox. Let's see what this looks like, Lincia. This is Lincia Taylor. Lincia, thanks for submitting. So working on her midwife's license, that's her brand. Her office is a little messy. Like the first thing I'm seeing is like messy books. I'm seeing messy papers. I'm seeing unorganized books. I'm seeing unorganized books. I'm seeing sloppy books. I'm seeing before I even get to her, I'm seeing a sloppy background. Now, is this a double page spread? Yes. Like, yes. Is this well executed? Yes. I mean, you're cropping her boob, which is gonna look weird in the gutter. You're cropping her belly, which is gonna go like this on the inside of the magazine, which is, again, like I would want her to, like, you kind of got to pull back just a little bit. But the thing that is the most painful, let me hide that. Sorry, the thing that's the most painful is what's going on back here with the books, and this not being centered, like just all of this and this down here, and like, you didn't style or clean up or organize or set, like this coming out of her shoulder. Like you did no changes to the background. Like you gotta look past, and again, the light on her face, Lincia, is beautiful. Like great light. The fact that you're letting her touch her face with her hand is like, it's just feeling a little bit casual, and then that forces her chin up, which now you're giving her an unnecessary double chin because you're letting her be too casual. This pillow in the front is over dominating her shirt, and the stripes are like too extra. Like there's just a lot of shit going on in the background of this photo, and excuse my like saying shit, it's just nonsense. It's not necessary. So like when we're shooting, and I'm not saying that even the pose is wrong, the pose is fine. It's just instead of having her touch her face, like when she's leaning this way, instead of having her touch her face, just have her hand like this, or her hands like this, or like just something that's not like she's bored. You know what I mean? Like when you touch your face like that, you're bored. So I just want it to feel like the smile's great, but the head is too far back. But again, Lincia, you're getting better. Every week you get better, but the journey doesn't stop. I want you to notice the pieces of plastic that's floating down here, and notice these papers. Like this is what you do. You're in the I notice stuff business. And the first thing that you should have seen is I can straighten up this shelf, straighten up this, or take this out altogether. Take these, like restyle this somehow. Like she's got like paper towel or napkin container down here. So this kind of stuff, like it's up to you to notice. I see everything. I see the matrix. I see everything. And you also have to be that insane when it comes to how you look at photography, because your competition, meaning another photographer who shoots people, I shouldn't be able to just pull stuff like that out of your photograph without like, you need to know that this stuff people see. So you have to eliminate stuff that you don't want people like calling you out on. By the way, I'm giving away some memberships today. So hang tight. We're only like half an hour in. I don't know how many people are watching. It looks like I got like 30 some. I got to start getting some likes. So this feed gets pushed out to more people. If that happens, I'm going to give away 5 free channel memberships. Channel memberships cost $5 a month. And you get access to my archive, which I'm putting together the archive. Like, there's no longer going to be 1,000 videos on my channel. There's going to be like 300. And a bunch of my stuff, anything that's older than like 2 years, is getting archived. So you're going to have to be a member to be able to watch the old stuff. So if you want to, it's going to be $5 to be able to access all of that stuff, as well as all the other great stuff that you get as being a member. So get on it, because that's happening soon. I'm in the process right now, moving that stuff over. This is Nakumba Booker Jr. He shoots with the Nikon M50, 50 millimeter. Shot this at f4, 100th of a second at ISO 200. He shot this with a newer flash and a Godox, a beauty dish and a Godox light. So let's see what Nakumba Booker Jr. is doing. Nakumba, I like this. The light on her face is really mixed. Like, because of this hand is creating this shadow on her face. But there's too much headspace here. Like, there's too much headspace. You're shooting this like it's a cover, but there's no cover because it's a double page spread. So, which means you have to move her head like up here because her eye line is too low. And then you're cutting her neck and you're cutting her necklaces and all of that stuff, which is part of the aesthetic of the photo. So there's something here just to show you what this looks like as a double page spread. You are almost shooting on the thirds instead of shooting like how I say, which is on the quarters. You actually are shooting on the thirds. Hey, this guy, Calligraphy, welcome. Let's go. Welcome back. This guy's been a member for over 2 years because he's got the special icon. He's checking my heart rate. Let's see if we got a little smoke. Oh, I didn't turn the smoke machine on. I could probably do that now. Calligraphy, thank you. Here, I'll give you some virtual smoke. But yes, the smoke machine is on now, and I will gift some members. But again, I don't know why we're not getting so many views. Maybe it's because we're streaming to the live. How many people are watching the vertical? That's a trip to me that I'm on the live in 2 spots. So Nakumba, this is a good swing, bro. This is a good swing. I like the idea. You're going back to like elevating and thinking about style and fashion and more elements. It's just, I want you to look at this light on her face. The light's not great, bro. The light's not great. And I know that you can do better with lighting if you slow down. I know that you can do better, and know that if you're coming out here with light, that you're trying to shoot, like, look at the 2 sides of her face. This side, super flattering. This side, all over the place. So you need to adjust yourself so the light is perfect on both sides of her face. That's the first thing that I say is, and then the next thing that I say is, like, the idea is so strong, bro. And this girl's so interesting. You have to know that you don't give me the like magazine cover crop when you're not shooting a magazine cover. This is not a magazine cover. It's a double page spread, which means you need to push this girl's face up. So small things. I'm still giving you the light. I'm still giving you an 11 this week for this photo, but I want you to look at how literally everybody look and feel that this picture is pushed down and needs to fill this headspace. Please tell me that everybody at home sees that. Please tell me that you see that. But this is a very good swing, and I'm still giving you an 11. But I'm hard on you because you're good. You're so talented, Nakumba. But again, like, I don't know where you get stuck in your head. I'm not sure where you get stuck in your head. I'm not sure what makes you like do the things that you do. I just wish that you were like, you're like my little brother, bro. I just wish you were around more so I could help you more. Seriously. And again, like calligraphy saying, wait till you see the verticals. I'm sure the verticals are going to be fucking crazy. They better be. All right. This is Mr. James Sinicki. Jim Sinicki. Jim says, hey, boss. I'm working to build up my small business services. This shoot was for a local tattoo artist. Thanks for the clarity. Okay, so shot with a Sony A7 IV, 85 millimeter, shot at 2.8, ISO 400 at 2,000th of a second, shooting ambient light. Ambient. This is Jim Sinicki. Jim, let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Jim, and you, calligraphy, smoke. Jim, that is fire, brother. Fire. I'm so happy. Sorry, let me just adjust this camera that got like a little bumped. I'm so happy with this, Jim. This is fucking killer. Look at this as a double page spread. My guy, it's almost, what's my heart rate doing? I want to know what my heart rate is doing right now. I'm surprised it's not over 100. Jim, this is so good. This is good on a like, bro, like I could tell people that I shot this and they'd believe it. Like this is on another level. I am so proud of you, dude. Like you have to understand, like I'm so invested in the photographers that are in my program, man. And Jim Sinicki, this guy, he is a killer. This guy is kind of come in through the kitchen and he is going to be exploding. I can't wait to see more from this shoot. This shot will get you next tattoo shops and artists to work like Jim. Yes, all day. Yes, this is not just a double page spread by the fucking way. This is the art of the double page spread. This is how it's done. This is how it's done. Dude, this guy, I'm going to almost ban you from gifting memberships, Zandon. You've gifted so many. Zandon is gifted now 15 channel memberships. 15 this month. 15. That's $5 a person times 15 is how much money this guy's put into this channel for you, so you have a membership to this channel. Like this is what this guy, Mr. Zandon DeWall, is doing. He's being hella generous. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to gift now my 5. So now my 5 are up there, not before I give love to Zandon for doing it, which is right here. And his members calls are still coming up. These are all the people who've got the free memberships. By the way, you'll see their names flying by. And now I've just gifted 5, and you're going to see my name, the names fly by to the people that I've gifted. I think it's necessary to do this just because, again, we're trying to get 1,000 members, but we're trying to do them at 200 at a time. Let's try to get 200 members paid and that consistent, which I haven't had on this channel ever, and then work on getting 500 that are regular, and then working towards the 1,000. Having 1,000 true fans is what every creator needs. 1,000 true fans. So everybody who got gifted today, make sure you leave a comment, say thank you to the person who gifted you. It's just good gifting etiquette. I'm going to go back to my man, Jim Sinicki. Jim, this is how it's done. And I'm very proud of you. I can tell that for you, my friend, the Carty method works.
Are you making pictures that you're proud of, but you're still not getting hired? You're not alone. And that's exactly what Portfolio Lab is built to fix. Every Tuesday and Thursday, I go live on YouTube for portfolio review days. You submit your images. I give honest, detailed feedback to help you build a portfolio that books work. Thursdays specifically, we level up. I give you a pro-level assignment to do where I break down real-world briefs. Then, later on in the afternoon, we jump on Zoom for a live mentorship call. We talk business, creativity, gear, strategy. When you join Portfolio Lab, you unlock access to my community. It's global, it's serious, and it's built to help you grow. So remember, weekly Zoom calls, twice live portfolio and assignment reviews per week, real feedback from me, a 35-year pro, and a community of photographers doing the same work that you're trying to do. All you need to do is go to thecartymethod.com/portfolio lab and join today. Let's build your career one image at a time.
Well done, Sinicki. Proud of you, my guy. All right. So, by the way, that spot, the one thing that's different is I do one photo review a week, and the Tuesday is on Zoom. Like two portfolio review days per week. The photographers who were in Pro Lab who were in Portfolio Lab couldn't keep up. So there was no need for me to continue with the pace when it's really difficult for the photographers to. It's really difficult for the shooters to submit twice a week. So we made it once a week, and everybody is so much happier. And I get so many more submissions because I'm only doing one review a week, and the photographers can manage it. So one thing you'll notice about me and my programs, like I evolve and I will change something in order to make it better for you. I'll change something in order to make it easier for you. And I pride myself on that with this channel. Like, this channel has evolved over the last 5 years. Like, I've had this channel since like 2007, 2008, like when YouTube started. Like, this channel's like 20 years old. But I really started doing more than just sharing client work like in 2020. And since then, I've put up like, I would say like 900 pieces of content, like 900 live pieces of content, videos, like shorts. Like I do live events, live walkthrough, like, and again, this summer is going to be so crazy because you're going to see me shoot strangers on the street, shoot portraits. You're going to see me walk into small businesses, and I'm going to live stream the whole thing. It's going to be so sick. I'm so excited about this summer. All right, guys, this is Sunny Warren. Cold call. Shot on location with a local business. Like, he just showed up. He showed up, and he's trying to close future work. This is Sunny listening to how I talk about how you don't like sit and wait for work. You go create the work and then sell the idea of more of that. Sunny shoots with a Nikon Z 5 Mark II. He shot this with a 50 millimeter. He shot at 5.6 at 1/160th of a second, ISO 100. And he shot with a single Godox with a reflector. This is Sonny Warren. Sonny, bro. I'm glitching because this is hitting, my guy. This hits. I'm glitching because this is hitting. This is it. Yes. I'm going to hide myself. You can see what the framing looks like. Hey, Malik Brand joining on for some more Carty crew member time. Let's get it on. You know the dance. You know the dance, my guy. Appreciate you. Thanks for staying on, my guy Malik. So, Sonny, you know this hits. You feel it. The light's killer. I really like the light. I mean, you can see that you're trying to protect his... like, if you did a proper Rembrandt light, this would have to be higher in order to push this shadow down, but I'm not gonna, like, the light's good. The light's good. You could have even been a bit more frontal if you wanted, but the light's good. Like, if you look at what this guy looks like that's just killer. Like, just look at that crop. Like, that's killer. You really hit this, Sonny. This is a yes. The motorcycle looks good. The shot behind, it sort of opens a curiosity loop where you really want to look at that shop and be in there. This is the kind of pictures that really move social media. I hope you shot verticals. I hope you shot lots of verticals. I hope you did details of the motorcycles. I hope you shot more of this shop. This is a great one. This would be a great testimonial to get. This is a yes. Yes, 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 Sonny Warren all day. That's an 11 out of 10. Taylor, yes. Yes, Taylor's happy. She should be. Old people, you guys still with me? You too, old people over there watching? You guys are still with me? I know it's been years that these ones have been watching. Years. They're getting old watching me. Sonny Warren killed it this week. Let's go. This is William Sedgwick. Rainy morning photo walk. Sony A7 III 85 millimeter, shot at 1.8. You know the rules, Sedgwick. 1/160th of a second, shot at a ISO 400. The 1.8, I'm just shaking my head on the 1.8, my guy, shooting this wide open. This is William Sedgwick. William. Okay, double page. Let's see what this looks like as a double page. You're shooting on the thirds, William. You're shooting on the thirds. Hey, what is going on in here? Mr. Darker Lover Photography. Darkened Lover Photography. That's interesting. Thank you for becoming a member. Welcome to the channel. That's smoke for you right there. That is smoke for you. This is me showing your name right here. You'll notice, just FYI, you'll notice, like, my name is Steve Carty. And then, like, you'll see Albert Christian. Like people, like, the whole idea about raising yourself on the internet is you're trying to raise your personal brand. And your personal brand isn't known if you're not using your name. Like, my name is Steve Carty. My website, stevecarty.com. All my socials, Steve Carty, Steve Carty, Steve Carty, Steve Carty, Steve Carty. Everywhere. Like, Steve Carty. This is called the Carty method. Like, because I'm raising a brand. It's not my first business name, which was Technopix Photographic Images. So whenever you, like, is that what your photo credit is? Like, when you get hired, you post Darkened Lover Photography Arizona? It's just your name. Just be your name. Your name, photographer. And also, you look at my website, stevecarty.com. What does it say at top? Carty. So you're going to see some repeat things. And if you're over here doing your thing then it's like your darkened lover photography, Arizona, makes me feel like you have a porn site. You know what I mean? And it's like, it takes you out of like when you see me type here and it just says, Steve Carty. You know what I mean? Because that's who I am. So like as a photographer, you're not trying to hide your identity. You're trying to raise your identity. So the internet screen name vibe is over. It's over because you're trying to build a public, personal brand. And you can't do that hiding behind an irrelevant business name that's only relevant to you. All I know is that you like darken or like dark skin or like, I don't even know what that means, but you're a photographer in Arizona. So why not just have your name? It's just a suggestion. All right, let's get back to the photo reviews because like things like that, which are like you're making a mistake that's hurting your brand, I can't stop but address it. I'm telling you, you're making a mistake by not being your name on all your social media. You're making a mistake. But again, you can do whatever. It's like, I'm not trying to like derail you, but you'll notice this is William Sedgwick. And here's what I'm going to show you. Watch this. This is Sonny Warren. And let's look at his website. It's Sonny Warren Photography. He's pushing his brand. Let me show you another one. Her name is Mira Lee. And look at what her website's called. Mira Lee. And let me show you another one. His name's Wade Hudson. He was a photographer. He was trying to, like, this guy was my assistant. Look what it says. Wade Hudson. Here's another one. His name's Corey Vanderplu. He's a photographer. Look at what it says here. Vanderplu. Here's another one. Steve Carty. Look, stevecarty.com. Look what it says up here. Carty. So do you get the gist? There is no darkened lover, like no one hires that person. They want to hire a human, not a business name. So, and you'll see people in my chat, some people are new. They're usually going to be called some random internet name. And then the people who've been around, they're just going to be William Sedgwick. So the same person I'm looking at here, or they're going to be Mike King Cosby. Like it's going, or Ken David Crosby. Like it's going to be calligraphy. It's going to be like Mike. You're going to see Nakumba. You're going to see Zandon. Like people who, when you see them here, you could actually search and find them on the internet. Like people are starting to wise up to visibility. The internet is just a trough of shit. And if you want to be seen and discovered and respected, you can't hide behind a screen name. It just doesn't work. William, you should change your YouTube to William Sedgwick, by the way. All right, speaking of William Sedgwick, that's who we're looking at next. Shot with the Sony A7C, 85 millimeter. We just looked at that. Sorry, where is Sedgwick? I just did all that. Here we are. So this is where we are. This is a vendor. This is William Sedgwick. Okay, the first thing I want to do is look at this picture close, because I'm going to show you that close, there's so much noise, and the noise comes from the high ISO, but you don't need high ISO and strobe, and the strobe looks very on-camera flash. And it is in fact on-camera flash because I can see that it's coming directly from where, like I can see you doing this and the flash is dead straight. Like that's not lighting. And in fact, it makes him look like you shot him with a point and shoot. You're literally doing point and shoot lighting. The light, like when you shoot and like the flash pops up, that's the light that you're doing here. You're not moving the light this way. You're not moving the light above the camera. It's just right where the lens is, like boom. And you're creating, yes, it's bright. Yes, it's exposed, but it's low end. It doesn't look like photography. It looks like a snapshot. And then also, William, you're composing on the thirds. This is a double page spread, and look at where he is, biased so far in the center that this isn't a double page spread. Because if it was a double page spread, he would not be framed there. You're shooting on the thirds. Like if I hide this grid, you're shooting on the thirds, which is what your camera's grid tells you to do. Like the camera who doesn't know that you're shooting for a magazine, that's just trying to give you a basic, like literally high school composition. Like the composition, I've said over and over, we can't shoot that way because horizontally we're shooting for magazines. Look at how much room you're now literally wasting over here and how tight this is here. If this assignment is shoot a double page spread, you failed because you're shooting thirds and you're not thinking like a photographer. You're thinking, and again, the on-camera flash just cheapens this whole thing that I can't, like Sedgwick. With some of the light that you've done, bro, like, should we look at some of the light that I don't have your website link here. Sometimes, like, I'm going to say again to calligraphy, I need every website of every photographer that has a website that submitted here in so I can click it without having to search it, without having to find it, without having to ask for it. And I get like 80% links and then 3 no links. And the 3 with no links are the ones that I always want to show. Always. So if we could work on that, that would be super. William, I'm frustrated, bro, because you're doing a composition that I should have talked you out of. Like you've been here for 2 years. We don't shoot on the thirds. Like this is literally first grade shit. And number 2, we don't use on-camera flash, bro. Like that is just like the most basic shit ever. And now you're taking an opportunity. And again, by the way, he's not going to care, but I'm going to care. And clients who know that aren't just like, again, this is low-hanging fruit. You went to a market. Hey, can I take a picture? Sure. Like he's not paying you. He doesn't have the money to pay you. Like he'll never pay you for photos. So spending any time in this kind of environment trying to like garner work or even show what you can do, all this is showing is that you don't know lighting. It's not raising your bar. It's actually lowering it. So William, this is a great miss this week. And I have high expectations of you. I respect the fact that you talked to a stranger and like made a photo happen, but bro, it can't, these markets, who's paying you here? Who has the money to be like, I can pay you $1,000 a month to make content for me? Who? None of them. So then all you're doing is just going on a little walk and clickety click and seeing what I can get and then handing it to Carty and seeing, it's like, what I'm going to think is you're not fucking trying hard enough. That's what I'm going to think. And I said, if you want to make money, the businesses, they're in tall towers. They're like, they have facing and they have like beautiful like signage and money. They look like, those are the businesses that you talk to. Those are the people who, when you're like $1,000 a month, they're like, okay, because they're doing millions a year, not the food market that's barely holding on. Like you can tell this business is barely holding on. They're selling fruit. They're making $100 a day. You think they're going to give you $1,000 a month? So if you know that, like you're just practicing. I get that. And if you're going to practice, you got to practice better than on-camera flash, bro. Seriously. I don't want to ever see anybody with their flash on the camera doing this, or even placed near the camera because it produces the same work, literally produces the same work that this does with this flash right here. That's what you did. You just took a $2,000 camera and made it look like an iPhone. Literally is what you just did. You're going in the opposite direction. You're trying to take a $2,000 camera and make it look like an ad, not like something that anybody could just make this light. So yeah, this is just not it, my guy. I'm sorry. And by the way, you can't hide from me. You can't hide. If you're hitting, you're hitting. If you're missing, the world needs to know. Because you need to know that, like, the shit that's acceptable and the stuff that's not. Like, honestly, you got to push harder. You got to push harder.
If being on camera or speaking in front of people makes you nervous, this challenge is for you. It's called the 30-Day On-Camera Challenge, and I designed it to help you show up with confidence, whether you're recording a video, giving a presentation, or leading a meeting in real life. Every day via email, you're going to get a clear, simple prompt that helps you get more comfortable speaking out loud while building real communication skills that you can use anywhere. Now, I promise you, this isn't just for YouTubers or content creators. It's for anyone that wants to show up more clearly, communicate with confidence, and leave a lasting impression in person or on camera. If you're ready to feel more in control, express yourself with confidence, and learn how to present in a way that feels true to you, start your 30-Day On-Camera Challenge today. All you need to do is go to thecartymethod.com/tools and pick up my 30-Day On-Camera Challenge. Let's get to work.
All right, next up is Mr. Hal Banfield. Hal shot this. This is a brand shoot. And he shot with a Nikon Z9 24-70, 6.3, 250th of a second, and ISO 500. Shot natural light. This is Hal Banfield. Hal, this is killer. Killer. Oh my God, Hal, yes. Now, let's just make sure that it's cropped properly, which it is. Hal, this is nuts. Nuts. Oh, I'm so proud of you, my guy. I'm so proud of you. Like, Hal, the way that I can describe it is that you see the matrix now. You see the matrix. You see the matrix of photography. You see the matrix of light. You're understanding composition. You're moving 6 steps ahead of other people, bro. 6 steps ahead. This hits. This hits. We're going to do a little detail. Sorry. This picture is sized too small, Hal. I can't zoom it in. So there's a size issue. When you submit photos to my channel, this is a rule that has never changed and will never change. It needs to be 4,000 pixels wide. Okay? Whatever the wide side is 4,000 pixels. Meaning if you give me a horizontal, which is 4 inches that way and 6 inches that way, then on the 4-inch side, it's 4,000 pixels, which means that picture is 4,000 by 6,000. If it's a horizontal picture, that means it's 4,000 wide that way, and it'll probably by 27, blah, 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 something. So this picture is not sized properly, which means I can't zoom in on it, which means I can't see focus, and that frustrates me. So the submission rules haven't changed ever. They've always been this. And if this picture was sized properly, when I go to enlarge it, it would get bigger, not smaller. So just work on the sizing. Other than that, this is 100% unequivocally in your portfolio right now, like in your book today. I think the exposure maybe could come up just a little bit. We're getting just a little muddy. I would say plus a third, just so we don't, like, the shirt's starting to look just a little muddy, but the scene, the location, the light, And again, just playing where this flare comes from, bringing the flare over the shoulder, bringing the flare here. What does the flare look like when it's coming? And that all has to do with you like moving around and trying to get different perspectives, and also rotating him. What does this look like with a profile where now the rim is on his, like, I just really, it's called shooting through the picture. And like, I'm insane with it. If you ever watch any of my videos where you see me shooting, there's a whole playlist of them. But this is an 11 for you, Mr. Hal Ban. Very, very, very well done. Very well done. Hal Banfield. All right, this is Mr. Ivan Kotsov. I've been shooting with a Panasonic S5 Mark II, 35 millimeter. He shot this at f4, ISO 100 at 3/20th of a second. He shot this natural light. This is Mr. Ivan Kotsov. Ivan, thanks for submitting. So Ivan, yes. Ivan, yes. But first of all, what's on her chin? Please tell me that you missed that when you were shooting. Like, this girl does the sloppiest lipstick of all time. Like that, I'm not sure if that's a pimple. Again, retouchable. There's flare over here. There's in the corner. Her lipstick is messy. It's like literally she globs it on. And this is the second shoot that you've done with her. Be done with this girl. She's not helping you. Like, if you look at her makeup, it's like she's overdoing everything. Her fucking eyelashes aren't even on. Like, literally, she's overdoing everything, which is like her extra eyebrow paint on. Like, this is a makeup disaster. Please, I'm begging you, stop photographing this girl. Stop photographing. She's a fucking train wreck. And it's like, it's not helping. Yes, it's a beautiful double page spread, but Ivan, like, you can't just because she's the cutest girl you've been next to, not notice the extra fake eyelashes, and not notice that she's got makeup smeared on her chin, and that her lipstick looks like she puts it on like this. Like, it's insane. These kinds of people can't be in front of your camera because they're lowering your stock. Like, this girl is over-imaged, over-makeuped, over-trying. She's trying too fucking hard. And in her trying hard, it makes your photography go like this. Like this. Because now people don't like her. And guess what? I wouldn't know her if you didn't bring her to me. So, the minimum 4,000 pixels, again, I'm not asking for 10,000 pixels wide. I don't need bigger. I need you to just follow the instructions. 4,000 pixels wide. End of story. 4,000 pixels wide. 4,000 pixels wide. Like, if that's not registering, if I have to keep, is bigger okay? No, bigger's not okay. No, because I asked for 4,000 pixels. Is smaller? No, it's not okay either, because I asked for 4,000 pixels wide. Why is that hard to understand? I'm getting frustrated. And I don't want to get frustrated because, number one, I'm getting asked dumb questions that, like, I said 4,000 wide. It's not up for negotiation. It's not up for negotiation. It's not up for like, hey, is this okay? It's like, no. It's not okay. Ivan, you're frustrating me with this girl. Okay? And I'm going to show you other examples of where this girl is also a train wreck. Also, same, which is the pictures that you have of her on your website, which when I looked at these pictures that you have of her on your website, I asked you to take this girl off your website because she's lowering your stock. And here she is. Here she is again with crazy eyes, overdone makeup, overdone eyebrows. But she's here. And I said, when I looked at your portfolio, take her away. And here she is again. With what? Like over-sexualized clothing that it looks like it's from like like literally at the $10 rack. And fake chains and crazy makeup, painted on eyebrows, uneven lipstick, unmatching earrings. She's a train wreck. Fake bag, like fake Louis Vuitton bag. Like you couldn't be more like, oh my fucking God. So it's just, Ivan, I'm telling you, this girl is lowering your stock. And what are you doing? You're bringing me more of her. Stop. Yes, you shot a double page spread of her, but look at how offset. Look at how she's pushed over here. You're not even framed. The background, great background. Love the background. Shoot any other person there but her. It's a good swing, but Ivan, like, I'm very serious when I say take this girl off your portfolio. She's lowering your stock. I'm not saying that for shits and giggles. I'm serious when I say that. So then when you shoot her again and submit her again, she didn't go and get scrubbed down with the big soapy brush and all this shit pulled off her face. You're not giving me her like normal. You're just giving me to her how she images herself again, which still is bad. So just because it's a different day, you don't get to pass off a different girl in a different outfit and I'm going to suddenly be like, oh, this one's amazing. No, it's always going to be this reaction until she changes her image. And that's not up to you. It's up to you to find people who will pay you. This girl will never pay you because she thinks she's fancy. And this is, again, me now talking about the same shit that I talked about 2 hours ago. So I'm going to stop. Ivan, this is a no. That is a no. Thank you for submitting. I get frustrated because I've said that, Ivan. I've said all of that before. And when I have to say shit twice and 3 times, and then in the same episode, talk about this is what happens when you're shooting people who think they're cute. And what's it doing for you? Nothing. What was it doing for the last photographer? Nothing. So do it as long as you like, but all right, this is Mira Lee. Mira, she shot this last week for a personal branding photo shoot, and a business owner who's targeting the real estate market. This is shot with the Canon R6, 85 millimeter f3.5, shot at 1/1250th of a second at ISO 125, shot natural light. This is Mira Lee. Mira, this is a vibe. Shot for real estate, shot in like a real estatey kind of location. The light is nice. It's a good time of day. She's nice and relaxed, unpretentious. It fits with the work that you make. This is a yes for me. This is a yes. I mean, it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy because this girl isn't trying. She's not trying to be anything that she's not. She just is. Good skin. I like good angle of light. And the other thing, the outfit is super clean. Like her Apple Watch matches what she's wearing. She's like understated. And if we look at your work, Mira, if I show your work, it fits with your work and it fits with how you're helping people with their personal brand. It fits with your sensibility. Like if we look at this photograph and look at your portfolio, like it fits and it feels like you. So for me and for all those reasons, this is a yes. Although you don't light hard light very often, you're very soft with your light usually. It's rare that I see even your outdoor subjects in such hot light. even, you know what I mean? So that for me is like, and again, your location choice, like you're usually a little bit deeper with how you choose your location. So for me, yes, this can go in your book and definitely works as a double page spread, but I'm also saying you probably have better stuff of her. So it's a tricky one. Like your work is already lingering around here, and do your like I only judge photographers against themselves. I don't judge them against anybody else. So me judging you against you, my question is this good enough for your portfolio? And I think yes, but I don't know. Like it might not last long there. I like the ethnic diversity, but you have plenty of ethnic diversity already in your portfolio. Like that's not something that you're lacking, you know? So there's a possibility that this photo replaces a different one of your photos in your book, but I still think it's a really good swing. Very well done. Very well done. That's Mira Lee. Again, it's easy. It's an easy picture. There's no like crazy nails. There's no crazy fake eyelashes. There's no like, I just want you to look at the imaging. There's no crazy fake eyelashes. Like she's wearing minimal makeup. So you see her eyes, like her nails are like super neutral and freshly done. You know what I mean? You can see like her jewelry is super minimalism. Her Apple Watch strap matches what she's wearing today. Like it's just these small little things. Like when girls get it right, it's just like my girl, her style is like off the charts, yo. Like her style is so fire. It's like, and again, I met her in the summer, so I didn't really know how fire her style was because I couldn't tell. But my girl and I together, and when you see like her personal style, like her personal style is off the chart. Like her style is so sick. And again, it's hard when it comes to like, you don't necessarily know how good a client's personal style is. Like you have to help them with their personal style. My girl has it down, like the jackets, the right boots, the right pants, the right looks, the right sunglasses, like all of it. And it's like, it's hard to teach that. You really have to be interested, you know? And it's hard because in the US, it's not the same as it is here in Canada. It's not the same as it is in the UK. Like, it's not the same as it is in Italy. Like these places that I've been, you go to Italy and it's like, honestly, true story. Like there was a lady across the street, like her back was, her outfit was fire to the point where I was like, damn, I want to go talk. Like I was single. I'm like, I'm gonna go talk to this girl. Okay. I don't speak Italian or anything. I cross the street and I'm like, oh, Bella. And she turned and looked at me. She was 69 years old. No lie. 71 years. Bro, from behind, I was like, damn. She was literally 68 years old. Okay. And I'm like, oh, beautiful, beautiful. But it's like, that's how it is in Italy. Like everybody looks like and again, it's not every city is like that, but you realize like style is so important and personal style is so important. And that's what Mira perhaps helps her clients with. That's what she helps her brand. Like her clients who have brands, she helps them with their personal style. And Mira's really, really good at it. She's really good at it. She's a great photographer. She's a great add to Portfolio Lab because she doesn't miss that often. She hits pretty much always. This is Mira Lee, everybody. So yeah, I'm female personal style. Like, oh my God. My girl and I, that was one thing that we argued about early on was personal style. Cause I had only seen her summer style. I hadn't, and it's hot. It's hot in the summer. It's hard to wear anything past jean shorts and like I was just like, do you got anything other than, and she was like so offended that I called her out on her style. And she's like, wait till fall, motherfucker. Wait till it's fall and I can actually layer. Wait till it's winter. Wait till it's like, it's 1,000 degrees outside. Like I can't do anything. Like I'm dying, you know? So, and she had cool kicks. She was down with the kicks. So when fall came and I started to see the things come out of her closet, I was like, this girl's on crack. Like she's crazy with it. Like, and she's got racks on racks on racks on racks on racks. And I'm just like, okay, we need to get rid of some of these racks because I need some room for my racks because I got racks on racks on racks of clothes too. And this shirt that's 3M, by the way, that like reflects in the light from New York City. This is a crazy t-shirt. I wear this rarely, but if you like shine a light on it, it's like if you shine a flashlight on it, it's like 3M. So you can see it like brightens when you hits the light. Oh, there it is. See? There it is. And if I turn that light off, or maybe if I do it this way, oops, wrong one. If I do this, maybe you can see a little bit more that it's 3M. You should see it at night. Like it's crazy. You take a picture and it's like nuts. Anyways, I've had this tee for a while. This is a New York brand called ICNY. ICNY. IC New York. All right, that was Mira. This is James Jim McDonald. James is shooting with a Fuji XD200, XT200, shooting with 56 millimeter, 500th of a second, wide open at 1 point. Jim, no 1.8s, my guy. I don't want to see you shooting any closer, any less than 2.8. Seriously, very serious. You can't shoot wide open. This is Jim McDonald. Jim, thanks for submitting. So yes, this is a double page spread, but it's just like subject matter, like kind of downer, and like her vibe is like she's down on her luck. And again, like I'm feeling the photo. But again, it's just, this is a rough woman in a rough spot. You know what I mean? And when you're showcasing that kind of work, it's like, I don't know, bro, it doesn't put people in the mood to buy. You know what I mean? And no one's buying this photo and putting it on their wall. If you're using this to tell a story, I need to see more of the story. It's really hard to just see this single. Your exposure is a little low in here. This needs to come up like at least a third. But good focus. It works as a double page spread. Like I definitely see it. You have to make sure that you're not shooting on the thirds and that you're not biasing your stuff too far. Oops, too far to the center, that you're not pushing. Like you can see that she's pushed this way more than she is centered. And again, Jim, for me, it's just like, you can shoot people, you definitely have a vibe, but just, you got to get off the shooting of the homeless people, bro. It's the biggest downer ever. It's the biggest downer ever, and it's going to equal $0. She's not paying you, and magazines aren't paying to profile this kind of stuff. So if you're really trying to get work, you have to show like honey. You know what I mean? And for me, this is like, yeah, like this is just like, it's hard to like, I'm looking at a parking lot behind her, and like, I'm not feeling the story of it. And again, we've talked, you said you were submitting some new stuff. I need to see other new stuff, because for me, this is too depressing. I need you to kind of stay on the tip that we were talking on yesterday, which we went on a whole other direction. So after yesterday's phone call, or after yesterday's Zoom, we went on a whole other direction. So now I need to start to see the results of that conversation coming out, because I don't think this is it. Thanks for submitting. This is Jim McDonald. Jim. Again, strong image, but where I'm taking you, bro, I'm taking you to the moon now. Like, I'm taking you to the moon. This, although I'm not going to say what our idea is, but although it is that, it's not enough. Although it is that, it's not enough. We need to go further, and there's no eye contact. She's looking over there. Like, there's no connection with you taking her photo. Like, you could just be like, she needs to connect with you. That's the vibe, bro. And there's no like, it's just, she's off in the wind, bro. Like, I need connection. You know how important eye contact is. So, this isn't it. I know you know, but this isn't it yet. You need to push the gas pedal. Like, right now you're on 0.5, and I need the gas pedal to be on 11. So ramp that shit up. All right. This is Mr. James McDonald. James, thanks for submitting. All right. Malik Brand. We're down to our last few photos. Malik Brand, shooting with a Sony A7 III, 50 millimeter ISO 100 at 1/25th of a second, f10. Shot with the Godox. This is Malik Brand. Malik, thanks for submitting. So Malik, out of focus, and the background is not lit. So you're shooting front light in a room that now goes all the way back here, and you have all of the, and none of them are lit because you're using one light to try to tell the story of what's happening. And the light that you're using has no power. It's literally like a very underpowered light. Like, this Godox AD200 is like literally a glorified on-camera flash. So using one light with this is just not it. Look at all the interesting, like, look at how this looks when it catches light. But there's no light coming in this way to catch any of these other ones. This is half a picture. This is like, okay, now I've done my front light, and now let me do the rest of the lighting, and then I'll give you the photo. Like, this is like you're doing half the work and then expect, and again, this is why I'm saying that flash is so shit. It's because the flash duration is too long. It's like a 80th or like, what is it? Like a 800 or a 200th or a 400th of a second. Like, my flash fires at a 50,000th of a second. 50,000th of a second versus 300. So this is why you're able to see blur while using a flash, which blur should never, ever happen while using studio light, ever. But not when you're using Godox's lowest end light. So I've said this before. This is not a setup. This is half a setup. You can't do this level of pro photography with one light. And you have to walk in here and see that this is a black room. A black room. And without throwing some kind of fucking light in the background, Malik, you have nothing. Without some sort of light in the background, you have half a picture. So for me, this is a no. And I'm frustrated because you're lazy. I'm frustrated because you don't use your eyes. You don't see how this scene, if there was a light back here shining in, putting highlights on that, putting highlights on his hair, if there was a light back here, shining in here, flaring the camera, lighting all of this stuff, that the picture would look like a fucking 1,000 times better. Instead, no, one light from the front, one light. And one light placed relatively center. And also, let's give Carty a photo that's out of focus. How about we do those two things? Give me an out of focus picture that is unlit. Malik, come on, bro. Come on. You can do better. You need to do better. You need to, because if not, you will never get out of Michigan. You're never going to get out of Michigan if you keep like just weekly doing the minimum amount of effort when it comes to your photography. This is bad photography, bro, and it's coming out of your camp and you're fucking letting it happen. Be better. Seriously, Malik, you can't fucking, like, you can't give me this and say that this equals, this Malik brand is, his name is not spelled correctly. So it's hard when it's not, when Malik is not spelt correctly, here in his web link, I can't click it and then open his website. So yeah, Malik, I'm frustrated because I think that like this, like just look at this or this, like this or this. Let me show you what this is. Again, bad light too, Malik, which again, I talked to you about that. This, you have a light on in the rear. So you're adding like, which proves that you can do it if you feel like it, if you're not too lazy. Like you can put a second light in the background. You can do it. I've seen you do it. But the other shot of the Boxer, this one here, also needed another light. And I said it when you made this picture. I'm like, you need another light. But then you just keep making photos with the same bad light. So, Malik, this is your photography. This is fucking killer. This is killer. But work with one underpowered light. You can't make a career using like shitty on-camera flashlights that are pretending to be like studio strobes. Like you're using Godox's worst lights, like literally, and you only have one of them. So like, I don't know what to tell you, bro. This for me is not cutting it. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. You're in too big a room trying to shoot and make this look epic in this massive room using one 200 watt second light. It's just not cutting it. All right. Okay, I can't read that right now, my guy. I'm in the middle of a live show. This is Shelby. Shelby shooting with the Sony A7 III at 35 millimeter. At 1.4, Shelby, you cannot shoot wide open. You can't shoot wide open. I'm going to say it a third time. Don't shoot wide open. Don't. There's so many reasons. The first thing is because your photo is going to be out of focus. She's shooting at, and you're also using the same underpowered flash, which you need to throw at another window. You need real lights, and they start at 300, 400, 500 watt seconds, and they don't have a thing that does this. They look like I showed you. You were there. You saw me talking about lights. All right, this is Shelby, and I'm sorry that you're getting me in this mood, but again, it's the photographers before me that you can yell at that are lazy and mailing it in, and that's what puts me in this mood. All right, this is Shelby's first submission. Shooting at 1.4 at 250th of a second. Here's a secret. Drop down from 250th of a second to 125th of a second and go from wide open to f4 or f2.8 or f, like anything that's not wide open. This is Shelby. First submission. Sorry, let me move this here. Shelby, let's get it on. Thanks for submitting. So it's kind of technique-y. First of all, I'm going to show you that it's impossible to get focus and this bokeh and all this. You're going to have the same look if you shoot at 5.6. You're going to have the same feeling if you shoot at f4, except it's not going to be a mess. And the focus here on her mouth isn't there. The focus on her nose, not there. The focus on the glasses, not there. Focus on her eyes, not there. Why? Because you're shooting at wide open. This is why. The only thing that's in focus is her hat. which is the brightest thing, which is what your camera's grabbing onto. So like you get leeway when you shoot at a proper aperture that's going to give you a little bit of freedom. Let me see what this looks like as a double page. It's a good idea. Like you can shoot. You have ideas. There's vibes. The girl hand on the head, like this thing that she's doing here. This isn't a thing. We don't walk holding our hand. Like she might have like an adjustment. Yes. But like the hand on the head, like you'll hear me say, don't let your models touch their face because it's always going to look off. Like when you see what's the context of her hand up there? What's the reason? Like what's the why is it there? She's not selling anything. Like it's just, and then where's she looking? She's looking like over there. Like where's the connection with your subject? And also then she's wearing glasses, and then the glasses are like this, which is right across the point where like her eyes are. So like, and then she's not making contact with anything. So it's like the sunglasses at night, and there's just a lot of stuff going on with this picture. It feels tricky. And it's like, I don't know, like you were pulling up the hoodie. She's pulling up okay, again, she's not. She's like, her fingers are kind of touching. Again, like, I'm not going to argue. I'm just saying, number one, don't shoot wide open. Number two, like, don't look for hooks. Like, I want to see clean, like, ideas. And I can't judge you, and I don't judge you on one photo. I need to see more of what it is that you're trying to shoot. You have some swag, like you definitely have some swag here with your photography. Like you have, but again, I want to make sure that you're not all hook and no substance. All swag, all style, no substance. That's not what I'm wanting to look for, style and substance. And I also want to know what we're selling here. Like, are we selling, is this a brand shoot for her? Are you selling her clothing? Like, are you selling this Nike hat? Like, what's the angle? What's the angle? I'm thinking that this is probably a brand shoot. But if you're just walking around with your girl, rocking around the way, making shots for like shits and giggles, like there's no like end game, which means then you're making photos that the viewer doesn't know what they're for. So I'm in that realm where, what is this for? Who is this for? Who are you selling here? And if you're trying to sell her, why is she looking away? Why is she not trying to connect with her newfound audience? Looking over there just makes her feel like a model and lowers the whole value. Like, what's she looking down there for? What's down there that's so interesting, that's more interesting than a photographer pointing a camera at her? So, and then you think, well, then now with the hand up here, then it just becomes fakery. You know what I mean? So then you're just faking and fucking around. So like substance, like your photos have to have balls. So yeah, it's just, and please stop shooting wide open. Just because you have a lens that goes to 1.2, 1.4, 1.8, it doesn't mean that you're supposed to shoot there. All that does is create, especially outside in the world where people move, like out of focus photos. If you want your pictures to be ripping, then you shoot at 5.6. That's why when you hear f-stops from other people, it's like 5.6, f16, f4, like f8, like you rarely, because they've been watching. And they hear me go on this rant when people shoot wide open very often, because it just produces like bokeh-y, soft, out of focus shit. It's just slop. So let's try to be more technically rounded as pros and produce super tack, super short images that we can use in advertising and in campaigns, and like people who can't afford, like they're not looking for style, they're looking for substance. I hope that helps you. This is Shelby, first submission. Well played. Again, as I say, you have swag, you got swag. Like you got swaggy to it. But again, swag isn't enough. I need swag and substance. This is Denise Tuggle. Denise is shooting with a Nikon D850 with a 50mm. She's shooting at f16 and ISO 400 at a 60th of a second. She's shooting with a newer main light and a newer spotlight. This is Denise Tuggle, product photographer. Denise, well, this is, thank you. Thank you. This is it. Yes. This, like, Denise, oh my God, Denise, yes. Denise, smoke here for you right now. This right here is all for you because you gave me exactly what I asked for as an art director. And also, Denise Tuggle, tell me I wasn't right. Tell me I wasn't right about this photo. Tell me I wasn't right about this background. Tell me I wasn't right, girl. You tell me that I wasn't 100% right on how hard this would hit if the background was only coffee. Only coffee. And you gave me that only coffee background. Tell me I wasn't right. Tell me I wasn't right. Look at this. You killed it. This is a yes. This is a yes. I mean, I'm now just wanting a little bit of bounce in here so I'm not losing the edge of the coffee to the coffee. I'm not losing the edge of this product to the coffee, but look at your focus. Caffeine solution. Like, this is exactly what I asked you for. It's and you did it on a double page spread. My only thing is I want like a little reflector here, low, so it can kick in here and just give me like a little bit of separation. You see it down here, right? Oops. You see it down here, like this little bit of highlight, that here. I just want to see that on the edge there. And you can see I don't see it up here. There's not much of a highlight there, and there's no separation there or over here. So I just want a little bit of like, and again, these are what these like little lights are for, like those little like LED little mini lights. Like you hide those and you can bring them in close and you can put in, you can push in super low. Do I have one in here? Well, I have one, but where, if it's handy or not is the question. The answer is no, it's not. But the thing that's great is like you can use these little mini lights and really kick in some insane light. All right, so let me give you, first of all, an 11 out of 10, some applause. Taylor Swift freaking out. Now my next challenge for you is how you're going to kick in low light down here. This like if you look this way, that's your bottom. You're shooting down this way. Your product doesn't come very far off the ground. So you need to get a small light that you can keep really low. I would love to see you shine light through this, like through this product, like through here and out there. That's what I'd love to see you try. Denise, you're a very quick study. You're a very good listener. I give you very specific instructions and you follow them to the letter. So this is very, very good. Congratulations. You did a great job. Very good job. Again, it's like, I see the Matrix too. So I'm the one who's like this. Do you want to take the red pill or the blue pill? Like, that's me. I've already taken the red pill, but I'm just offering it. Like, what do you want? Do you want to be like everyone else? Forgettable and out of business in the first 2 years? Or do you want to be the top 1%? Like, by the way, if you eat this pill, if you take this pill with me, there's no turning back. And it's hard. The red pill's hard. Being red pill's hard. It's hard. Like you're going to, wow, it's emotional. You might cry. You might cry. But I promise you, you will be the top 1% if you get through how hard I am on people when it comes to photography. Because I'm trying to cast out all the shit photographers. I'm trying to scare them away. I'm trying to cast them out. I'm trying to make them want to quit. So this industry is left with us, a bunch of killers who really care so much about the craft and care so much about our clients and care so much about their success. Selfless photographers who are egoless, who are in it for the game, who just love the art of photography. Like that is what that's what I'm trying to do. Like, you'll see, like, you would be in one of my Zoom calls. You'll see me cry in a Zoom call, bro. Crying. I cried in the last Zoom call because I was talking about the moment that it felt for me when one of my photographers got it. And when one of my photographers like saw the matrix and made something that was so perfect. And I saw where they came from and seeing, like, I fucking cried because I don't care. And I wear my heart on my sleeve and I do not care about anything else except for the success of these photographers. That is my be all end all. So I might be too real for some folk, you know, I might be too tough for other folk, but for the folks that I'm the right for, like the perfect temperature for, the people who like how hard I am, like the people who need that push, for those people, sky's the limit. And you got to have a thick skin with photography, man. You got to have a thick skin. You thinking that you're all that, you're already over. You need to have a thick skin. You need to be able to have an art director tell you like that photo isn't it. And you be able to be like, okay, what can we do to make it better? Like without that attitude, you're already finished. Not like, what do you mean it's not blah, 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 but I like it. And I think it's like, dude, who gives a fuck what you like? You don't even know anything. So yeah, sorry. I just play things a little bit different. I really do. I play things a little bit different. I got to tell you, I hold nothing back. And I'm not saying I don't care if I hurt your feelings, because I do care. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. What I'm trying to tell you is don't have feelings when it comes to your photography. Because it's like, if you have an emotional connection to bad work, it keeps you bad. You have to, like, I make work, I put it out there, and it's either going to hit or not. And if it doesn't, I want to know what's wrong with it. So that's what this is for. This is like Bandcamp to figure out what's wrong with your photography. But then once I tell you what's wrong, if you keep doing it, well, that's insanity. But most people learn when someone corrects them, and then they correct themselves, like Denise. Denise corrected herself, like she gave me the exact photo that I asked for. And I didn't even show her, I didn't show her the photo. I just told her what to do. I said, Denise, this is what we need to do. And she heard that words and gave me back a photograph. Just like, that is high art on the highest level. Communicating creativity, like communicating creativity over the internet, like me on YouTube telling you what to do and then you at home doing it and then bringing it back and it's better. That's the best kind of YouTube that there possibly could be. And there's nobody on YouTube doing what I'm doing. And I'm proud of that. And I take pride in this. I take it very seriously. And I try to scare away the wrong audience. The wrong audience, I'm trying to scare you away. If you're not my people, get out of here. I'm trying to scare you. The right people, come on. I got it all for you. I got all the time in the world for you. I got all the effort, all the push to make you the top 1% if you're committed. But if you're not, I can't help you. This is Donna Cranshaw, our last shooter. Donna shoots with the Canon RP, 50 millimeter. I'm so excited about you. Do you have a 100 millimeter macro, Donna? I think you do. ISO 200. She shot at f8 and she's shooting at, again, Shelby, I want you to be hearing these f-stops, okay? And she's shooting at 1/60th of a second. This is Donna Cranshaw. Donna, this is a big swing. I like this. I feel like there's one too many elements in here. I think that I would like maybe that to be gone and just do this and this. But if these both come in this package, then you have to have both of them in there. Not so clean with the packaging. It's like what I saw in some of the previous weeks, I think was like a little stronger. For me, it's like it's definitely a double page spread, so you're definitely like following the brief and giving me exactly what I'm asking for. But it's like you're giving me exactly what I'm asking for, but it's like you're so good now, Donna, that like even good photography for the average person isn't good enough for you. Like even average photography from the average, like you're so good and you're so past average when it comes to your executions. Like I'm just not sure if this is good enough for you. I'm not sure. And also shooting it with the 50 is like giving me some weird perspectives in here and in here. Like, I don't know. I kind of want to see this with a 100. And I want you to be playing a little bit more. Like right now we're dressing sets and you're placing stuff like just so. I'm really wanting to see top down. I'm really wanting to see stuff wet. I'm really wanting to see different angles and different perspectives. And you've been giving me this, like, here's my products. And you've been just giving me like that shot straight on with like shadows and like sometimes a horizon line, sometimes a no seam like this. I need to see you shooting down on stuff. I want to see top down. I want to see you lower. I want to see different angles. I just need to see more, Donna. This is kind of just boring me right now, to be honest. It's just kind of boring me. I'm wanting to see like, what do you do for an encore? And if I look at your site and I show you back your site, like this is the killer. Is this better than this? Absolutely. And is this going to take, like, what spot on your portfolio is this going to take? Like, let's look at some of the work that you've been crushing lately. Like, is this shot taking that spot? I don't think so, Donna. And like, when you look at some of your more lit technical stuff, it's like, okay, those are kind of neck and neck. But the like this, like, oh my God, I'm sorry, but this is just, Donna, I'm like, you're a killer. You're a killer. It's just the curation of this portfolio is what I want to help you with, and pulling, like, I want this, like this level. Come on, Donna. Come on. Like, you've never even submitted this to me. So this level of effort, this is what I need to see. And this is so, and you have not even submitted this photo to me before. So I need you to change the perspectives, because I'm getting this like straight on thing, and like I'm bored of it. And I want you to look at your portfolio and look at like straight on, 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 like one picture top down. And it's not well executed, and you need to take it off your book because it's out of focus. This needs to come off your portfolio immediately. It's 2 half pictures. Look at how interesting this looks. You know what I mean? Like, you need to try swings, and then straight on, kind of crooked, straight on, not as good as, like, too close to the edge. This is okay. This is amazing. But again, it's like leaning, like, you have to be really disciplined with your lines being straight. Like, this line is super crooked. This line is super crooked. So it means that this is not sitting right. So like, I want you to be super anal with that. I'm giving you a little bit of a review. This is great. But this is way too close to the edge. And I told you that when you shot it. And this is too radically cutting the product in half. And it's also a low-end budget product that anybody and their mom can just go buy from Shoppers Drug Mart. So like the curation here, and like some of these great ideas that are buried, but I want you to know that like you rarely do top down. Most of the stuff that you're shooting is just you're shooting at the product, which is very much like you're doing it here and you're doing it here and you're doing it here, like rare, like more top down, and also just curating what products you're showing, because you're kind of all over the place, from watches to like it's you need to, I think, zero in on the cosmetics, because that's the stuff, cosmetics and jewelry. But again, we can talk about that. We can have some time together. But again, I'm just showing you your own portfolio and saying that I don't think that this hits hard enough. That's Donna Cranshaw, everybody. All right, let's do photos of the week. And then let me tell you what next week is and your assignment for 2 weeks from now. But not before I say who the photos of the week are. Very easy start for me for this week's photos of the week, starting right here with Mr. Mike Howell. First photo of the week for Mike. Congratulations. Photo of the week, Mike. Well done. Again, I showed you all the things that you could do to make this better. I showed you all your mistakes. But as far as light, this is a very, very, very good first effort for sending to me, Mike. And I'm a dick. I don't fuck around. This is very good. Very good swing. Our next photo of the week goes to Miss Allison Dilla. Allison. I put all my buttons in the wrong sequence. But that's Allison Diller with a photo of the week. Allison, I love, 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 love this. Love. Very worthy of a photo of the week. Gotta be hard. Gotta be tricky. Gotta be hard on these people. But this is absolutely a photo of the week. This is Mike Walls. Mike, photo of the week. My guy. Yes, Mike. Yes, dude. Yes. I'm telling you, like, you see the Matrix, bro. You're seeing the Matrix now. You're starting to see the Matrix. Don't let the Matrix slip away and you fall into boring normalness. Don't let that happen. You did very well this week, Mike. So close for you, Lincia. So close. This photographer, I'm been very hard on, but I'm giving this guy some love this week because this is the beginning of his comeback. You heard it here first. This is Malik Brand. Malik. No, yes. No, this is Nakumba. Sorry. This is Nakumba Booker Jr. Nakumba Booker Jr. Let me say that again. Let's rewind and we do it again. Photo of the week to Mr. Nakumba Booker Jr. Let's go, Nakumba. Congratulations, my guy. Again, remember what I talked about the light on the face and about the headspace. But Nakumba Booker, you hit it. And you're again, this is the return in Nakumba Booker Jr. Trust me. All right, this photographer just fucking smashed this. Like, this is so good, I want to say that it's mine. This is Jim Sinicki with this photo of the week. Tattoo shop. Jim, killer. Nothing but good things to say. Great, great, great photograph. That's Jim Sinicki, photo of the week. Very, very, very well done. Another photo of the week. This guy just seems to be crushing photos of the week like it's his job. This photographer, his name, Sonny Warren. Sonny, photo of the week, my guy. Congratulations. That's Carty approved. This is for the double page spread. This is the assignment of the week. It is a double page spread, which is 2 pages in a magazine. In order to win photo of the week, you have to impress me and also impress yourself. impressing yourself should be much harder than it is. This is a photo of the week going to Mr. Hal Banfield with this photograph right here. Hal, this is a home run out of the park mood photo that makes me feel naughty. I love it. It's fucking great. This is Hal Banfield with a photo of the week. Congratulations, Hal. Photo of the week here for Miss Mira Lee. Photo of the week, Mira. Well done. Well played. You are a ringer. A ringer. You don't miss details. You're very detail oriented with your branding photography. You actually have a branding photography business where you help clients with this kind of stuff. This is great. Very well done. That's a photo of the week for Mira Lee. Photo of the week. Let's see. Our last and final photo of the week goes to Miss Denise Tuggle with this absolute smasher, and also someone who follows instructions, someone who I've been coaching for a year and a half, this is my zero to hero story with Miss, oh my goodness. Miss Denise, you are such a joy for me, and it's such a pleasure watching you grow. I push you so hard. I don't give you an inch, girl. I don't give you an inch. There's no favorites. And again, when you hit, you hit. When you miss, you miss. I never lie. This is a hit. I told you what I'd like you to do in order to take this photo to the next level, which is some real low, small, like pin lights that you're trying to like throw light through the product, which is in an ultra dark bottle. I think it's going to add, I just want to get edge detail is what I'm really looking for, and some highlights. I don't necessarily need to see inside of the bottle, but you hit it. And congratulations. Should I look for a best in show? Is there a best in show today? Is there a best in show today? Yeah, I think there is. I think that there's a few best in show in the double page categories. We're going to start right here with Denise Tuggle. Denise, we're going to give you best in show for this photo right here. Congratulations. Best in show. Very, very, very well done, and a prestigious award. Congratulations. Best in show. I don't even give best in show every week because not every week there is best in show. It's just simple. It just not every week hits it. Our next best in show goes to Mr. Hal Banfield for this photo right here. That's best in show. Deserved. Pat yourself on the back and give yourself a little smile, Hal. You deserve it. That's best in show. And this is another absolutely crazy best in show from Jim Sinicki. This one right here. That's a best in show. Absolute killer. Very, very, very well done. That's a best in show. This right here from this guy, Mike Walls. This is a best in show right there. Sorry. That's a best in show right there. Mike Walls. Congratulations. I mean, when we really think about it, there were some real proper best in shows. And this one right here, the last one that I'm going to mention, this best in show from this girl right here. Her name, Allison Diller. That's a best in show as well. And I could do one more. I could do this by heart. Could do one more. I could do this one right here. And I'm gonna. This is our last and final best in show. This one right here. This goes to Sunny Warren. Congratulations, Sunny. Hello. Applause. Keep it going. Best in show right there. So you can see like my shooters, these guys can shoot, you know, and everybody who's here can shoot. But the hard thing is the consistency, like staying like every week, killer, 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 killer. Like this is where I'm taking you. This is where I'm taking you, where every week you're just boom, boom, boom. And it's hard. It really is hard and it's exhausting, but that's where we have to be in order to be photographers like me that make over $200,000 a year. Like you have to be killer. And again, that you see like the love that I have for it, how passionate I am. You can see my portfolio. You can see what I look like, what my work looks like, and the celebrities and all that shit that I've shot. Like you can see how in it I am. Congratulations to everybody who won today. Congratulations for just submitting. It is a lot to submit. I definitely know. But let me tell you what your tasks are for the coming weeks. Next week, week 14, is open submission, meaning I'm willing to look at anything good that you're considering for your portfolio. The question is good. Don't send me swag. Just because it's open submission, don't give me bullshit just to submit, because that offends me. Don't give me nothing. Just like, don't give me weakness just so you have your photo shown on YouTube. Like that's just pissing me off. Give me your best that you're thinking about for your portfolio. So that's next week, Thursday. They're due Wednesday midnight. I look at them Thursday at 4:00. For the week after, we're shooting a brand campaign, which is Adidas. And the catchphrase is, "You got this." I'm looking for an Adidas advertising photo shot within your niche. So that means a piece of Adidas somewhere in the photo that is the main product that you're shooting with. So if you're a product photographer, you're shooting some sort of product for Adidas. Adidas has cologne. They have all kinds of different things. You're shooting a product for Adidas. It's a hat, it's a headband, it's something. It's a pair of sunglasses, like it's something. The whole idea for this is, for this exciting project, imagine you have the opportunity to submit for Adidas for an upcoming ad campaign. Like Adidas is looking right now at the Carty method, and they're thinking about pulling photos from the Carty method specific from this assignment to use for their ad campaign. And the term is "you got this," and that's the spirit of this photo, is "you got this." The final image is going to be used across many different formats. So for this assignment, I will accept magazine covers, I will accept billboards, and I'll accept double page. Like, so for the first time ever, a billboard can be center focused, like horizontal center focused, which never happens. It's always biased left or right. But for the first time ever, if you state that this is for an Adidas billboard, I'll accept a center focused horizontal. But if it's a cover, it's going to be vertical. You got to tell me that this is a cover. And also double page spreads. If it's a double page spread shot horizontally for a double page spread, tell me this is a double page spread layout. This is going to be a super fun assignment. I want you to hear Adidas' new campaign, which is called "You Got This." I want you to think about how you can say "you got this" in a single photograph. It's due, obviously that's for week 15, which is the week after next week, which will be due, of course, Wednesday midnight. There's always a full brief in community. I gifted some memberships. We got like 50 people watching. I gifted some memberships. Sunny gifted some tons of memberships. We got some people re-signing up. I'm just giving you guys some smoke here for making it to the end. Thank you. I appreciate you. I love you for watching and for caring about me and like watching me on Instagram in radiation and chemo. therapy. Like, I'm very transparent. If you guys want to follow my cancer journey, I share cancer stuff on Instagram. I share like me in the hospital, and you can follow my stories and stuff like that if you're interested in that. I don't share much of that stuff on YouTube, although I owe you guys an update video here, my YouTube fans, just updating you guys on what we're going through right now, which is currently chemotherapy. I do it every 3 weeks. I've done 2 so far. My most recent one was yesterday. I appreciate you guys for being here. Know that this is a long road, this professional photography thing. This is a long road, and there's no turning back. Know that most people will fail. Know that 86% of the people who try to do this will fail. But it's not going to be you, because you're watching me. And I am very good at turning people into photographers if they listen. Guys, I love you. Thank you so much for watching.
This commercial-free live stream was brought to you by the members of this channel. If it wasn't for you, we'd have to fill up these live streams with ads that would just interrupt the flow. The members of this channel make commercial-free content during these live streams possible. Consider becoming a member for $5 a month today to gain access to secret live streams, live chats, and to show your support with that crown badge next to your name. Sharing is caring. If this content has brought you value today, share it, clip it, post it to your socials. Curating and sharing helpful content makes you an expert, even if the content you're sharing isn't yours. Be a curator and share this content with your network. If you're an emerging or struggling photographer that's trying to break free from your current 9-to-5 grind and transition to the life of a working pro photographer, that's our obsession here at the Carty Method. Register, get the support you need. If you're alone and struggling at this craft, make sure you join the Carty Method community. You'll always find help in the show notes. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Find your creative and business genius with the Carty Method.